Hi Leos, welcome back to the channel. In March 2022, you are receiving some great news. I feel like this is related to a job or possibly something that you applied for, but I don't know. There's some good news that you're going to be ecstatic about. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is tawanantoinette. This is going to be a March 2022 reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Reminder to check your rising sign first. I always remind you guys to do that because that's often the most accurate reading. And if you don't know your rising sign, there are a couple websites that you guys can go to, type in your birth information, and it will populate your results for you. It will give you your birth chart. You could know all your placements. Now, this is going to be a collective reading, so it will not resonate for everyone. It's important to know how to interpret a general collective reading. So if you're new to tarot, please go into the reading not expecting every single message to relate to you. If you'd like to book a personal reading, I've added a new offering to my Calendly, so check that out. I have 2 questions for 2222. I will leave that there for probably the month of March because I wanted to give you guys a Valentine's Day gift for all the support to my channel and all your encouraging messages, so take advantage of that new offering. And last but not least, remember to like this video, like, share, subscribe. Let's begin. Okay, Leos, the first card we have is the Four of Wands, and what's impacting the situation is a Judgment and the Nine of Wands. Okay, let me collect my thoughts. This is going to be different situations for all of you. This Four of Wands is going to represent your material security, the things that are around you, your living environment, your living space, where you occupy your home, how stable you feel in your home. And some of you may be having a judgment on how secure you really feel, how stable you truly feel. Some of you may feel like you are having to hang in there because something is not 100% how you would like it to be in your material circumstances, how you live, the things that you're able to afford to make you feel stable, your rent, things like that. I feel like there's almost a clearly looking at the situation, clearly looking at your material security, clearly looking at your living environment and making a decision on what you want to do moving forward to either improve that situation or to change it. At the root cause of the situation, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So maybe money is moving slowly, something is coming in really, really slowly, or you feel that way. Maybe you feel like a job is stagnating your progress. Maybe you feel like your finances are stagnated at a job. Maybe you feel like you've hit a ceiling at a specific company or at a specific place that you're working. And I feel like at the core of you would like a renewal. You'd like kind of like to be re-inspired, some hope into a situation. It's like you want your faith restored, like maybe to earn more money, maybe a possibility presenting itself to earn more somewhere else, maybe a possibility of another place that you'd enjoy working at more. I feel like something is, I keep hearing hitting a ceiling. So maybe you feel like you've hit a ceiling in your working environment and that's what's impacting your home life. Maybe you just simply need to make more money and you are coming to terms with that in March. What's leaving the situation is the Five of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Swords. I feel like this is conflict with yourself, internal conflict. It feels like you have been fighting your intuition. You've known something, and for some reason you have not pulled a trigger on it. You've known something, and maybe for some reason you have been slow to approach it. Maybe you have known that you've needed to make this decision surrounding your material security and stability for a while, but it was something you were just ruminating on. You weren't ready to kind of do anything yet. And I see this mental conflict and this fighting your intuition as something that's going out the window in March. It feels like you're finally recognizing what you need to do, recognizing how to move forward. And the good news is, on the near horizon, on the horizon, which means this is coming in pretty soon, we have the Six of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Now, the Six of Wands talks about a moment of recognition, a moment of success, a moment of winning something that you should be congratulated by others for. I feel like there's some kind of communication coming in that you'll be receiving in March, that you probably got the job, or you probably got a promotion. It feels like something coming in right on time. I actually don't feel like this is a promotion for a lot of you. I feel like this is new. This feels brand new to me. Maybe you applied for something and you're finally hearing back like, hey Leos, you got the job. Hey Leos, like, you are successful doing this thing. Some of you may have applied for things. I feel like you'll be having success in some way with some news or communication that you're receiving. For each of you, this will be different in your individual lives. I want to tell you guys, Leos, if you're having any kind of job concerns or whatever, now is definitely the time to apply from these cards. And also, when I think back to your previous readings, a lot of it has been centered around some kind of new opportunity. And I specifically remember a reading that I did for Leo, possibly a couple weeks ago, talking about there being an opportunity within your network. It's almost like you just needed to reach out and talk to the people in your network to be able to like grab it, for it to come into your reality, for you to be aware that it exists. So yeah, something to celebrate is coming in, something that's going to make you feel excited again. This very thing that you are yearning for, I feel like you're about to get it. In the distant future, we have the Hermit and the Ace of Pentacles. This is such a good reading. Now, this talks about taking a moment to pause. You're taking a moment to pause, self-study, learn what you want, find your direction, gain some wisdom, gain some direction, and then here comes your opportunity. I feel like if you kind of need a moment, like to take a time out to figure out, like, where do I really want to be? Where do I want to be? I feel like you just need to seek that wisdom, or you will be seeking that wisdom, and probably having a moment of like isolation to really get clear on what your true desires are. And then swoop, here comes the opportunity. You just have to get clear first. Now, your attitude and feelings in the month of March is coming up as a Hanged Man and the Sun. It feels like after a moment of stagnation, you feel like positivity is coming back into your life. Positivity is coming back into a situation. You're happy again. You're feeling hopeful again. You're feeling positive about a specific scenario again. This could be related to your work. Maybe you will feel stuck until you get this news, and then it's like a rapid turnaround to, oh my god, I felt stuck yesterday and then this wonderful news came in and it just made me feel on top of the world. It's important to note that these cards came out together, so I feel like this is definitely after a moment of taking time out, maybe feeling stuck, maybe feeling like you're stagnated. You are definitely moving on from those feelings of stagnation in March. In your environment and your surroundings, we have the Eight of Swords and the King of Cups. Now, I don't think this is you. I think this is someone that you're dealing with, because this is your environment and the people in your environment. But it feels like there's a possible water sign. It doesn't have to be a water sign. It could be someone who is just embodying King of Cups energy, which means a person is deeply emotional, possibly about you, but keeping their emotions underneath the surface. I feel like this person is mentally trapped, going through it feels like a mental loop of feeling stuck as it relates to you. It feels like you're dealing with somebody who is stuck on you. So you guys know who that is around you. You're gonna have to let me know who that is. But moving the situation back onto you, your innermost feelings. We have the Chariot, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Strength, and the Three of Swords. Now, I feel like something that you are fearing, or something that I don't necessarily feel like this is a fear. It feels like concern. It feels like you would like to move on from being generous in a particular situation. It's taking a lot of strength. It's taking a lot of patience and endurance for you to give to a specific, this could be you giving to a specific person, and I feel like you really at the core want to move on from that. You want to move on from being the giver. So for those of you who are identifying with that, I feel like you really do want to move on from probably helping someone out, being the one that's always giving in a relationship. I feel like it's starting to deplete you. And the outcome of this situation is the Magician. And you know what clarified this card? The Ten of Cups, which is an amazing combination to get, because Spirit is reminding you that at the end of the day, Leos, you have the power. You really have the power to manifest the desires that you want and your happiness, whatever your happiness looks like. If it is this job, this reading is a perfect example of your manifestation abilities, how capable you are to draw in your reality through your thoughts and through your words. I feel like, for example, a lot of you may relate to getting this job, getting something in March that you have manifested all on your own, and Spirit is like, look at that. Like, look at that. You did that. So continue to do it. Continue to manifest your desires and continue to manifest the things that are making you happy. I feel like you're manifesting the hell out of a new opportunity, and I love to see it. Let's jump into the advice. The first card that we have for self-care advice in March is, for those of you who like sweet treats, go get yourself something sweet. Go get yourself a sweet treat. Second card we have is alone time. This is so interesting because this came out in this placement, the distant future. I feel like this just talks about spending time alone to get really, really clear on what's yours and what's not yours. It's almost like you need to figure out what your true desires are, and you won't figure that out by hearing other people's recommendations for you, or what worked for this person, or what worked for Tom, Dick, and Harry. It's what works for Leo. And maybe you'll be spending some alone time to do that. And if you have not been factoring in alone time in your schedule, I think you should do that in the month of March. And last advice message that we have for you in March is a dream journal. Now, if you're a long-time subscriber to this channel, I've always talked about getting a dream journal. It could be a simple note that you create in the Notes app in your phone, that you write down the date and you write your dreams down, but it's imperative, super important for you to write your dreams immediately when you wake up. And that's because your brain is in the theta state when you just wake, probably up to 10 minutes after you get up in the morning, or you open your eyes, I should say. It's like the moment that we can recall our dreams the easiest, and it's important to write down what you dream in that state of mind and that time, because if you let the time pass, you will forget the dream and you won't be able to interpret interpret whatever those messages are trying to tell you. Now, not every single dream is going to have a message for you. Some of it is just your subconscious playing out different scenarios, but there are other times we get dreams in the form of messages from our guides or ancestors or spirits, and even our subconscious trying to protect us from certain scenarios. So it's just important for you to write down your dreams so you can have access to interpreting them at your own leisurely pace. So just something that you could use to improve your spiritual practice and just your personal practice with yourself in the month of March. So guys, I'm going to leave you here. I hope this reading helps you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting these readings. Thank you for supporting me, and take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Bye.